Do you ever procrastinate? Do you ever do something when you know you should be doing something else? Some patterns get stuck because we don't know the true causes. If there's water in the bottom of a boat because of a hole, you can't fix it if you think it's because someone keeps peeing in the bottom of the boat. If you want to fix something for good, sometimes you have to identify the root. Do you want to know the root of procrastination? It's 11 goddamn 30 p.m. What am I doing? I sat down to do this project right after lunch. Why do I keep clicking on more videos to watch? Every time I say, this is the last one. What is wrong with you? If you don't start now, there are going to be real consequences. You can't just pull another all-nighter. You'll be recovering for days. Why don't you just start? I really hope that doesn't sound familiar to you. See, I used to be a procrastinator. I was so good at it. Because of my procrastination, I have had my power turned off multiple times, not because I didn't have the money, but just because I didn't pay it. I've had my cell phone turned off many times. I've paid so many late fees. All the way back to when I was a kid and I would borrow books from the library and then return them months late. I've had my car break down multiple times because I kept putting off getting that noise checked out. I've written so many emails that started with something like, "Sorry it took me so long to get back to you." I used to tell so many white lies about, "No, I didn't get your email. It must have gotten lost. Spam filters, blah, blah, blah." By the way, if you ever got one of those emails from me, please forgive me. Oh, how about parking tickets? Do you know how expensive parking tickets get if you don't pay them? Very. How about procrastinating on bigger things like starting to eat healthy or exercise or saving money or investing or starting a new business? In all seriousness, I'll sum it up this way. I think it's fairly accurate to say that I've flushed 2 marriages and almost a third down the toilet primarily because I couldn't get myself to follow through on the things I said I was going to do when I said I was going to do them. Were there other problems in the relationships? Of course. And procrastination has been a plague for me. It is easily one of the most significant negative patterns in my life. So what about now? I actually don't procrastinate anymore. Ever. Really. I don't. It's just gone. Procrastination is something I can congruently say I used to do. Want to know how? Well, as I said at the beginning, one of the keys to solving a pattern or problem sometimes is understanding the cause, the real cause. So what is the true cause of procrastination? Well, one of the deepest reasons many people procrastinate is because many people are addicted to stress. Many people are addicted to stress and they don't even know it. They actually need the panic, the fear, the stress, the chaos to have enough fire to get themselves moving. And when I use the word addicted, I mean it, because panic, stress, and fear is a cocktail of neurochemicals, chemicals like cortisol, norepinephrine, and adrenaline. Have you ever heard of an adrenaline junkie? I'm pretty sure you have. Putting off paying your power bill until the very last minute is a small form of jumping out of an airplane to get that rush. And it gets even worse because, like all addictions, this behavior is self-reinforcing. It gets reinforced because it creates this weird no-lose situation where you've put off a project till the very last minute. You've only given yourself 24 hours to finish this project. And so there are only two things that can happen. One, you actually complete the project, and then your brain says, see, putting things off to the last minute works. And it gets this dopamine connection that says, do that, keep doing it. Option B is that you don't successfully complete it, and then it gets reinforced because your brain says, well, yeah, but we only had 24 hours, so, we did pretty good, all considering. But the problem is you only had 24 hours because you kept putting it off again and again and again and again and again and again. It's like a get out of jail free card. See, if you are motivated by fear, if you are using stress as your primary fuel source, then you can't get moving until the threat has built up enough fear to get you unstuck. And it gets even worse than what I've been describing so far because your engine can't run on fear and stress forever. Over time, you start needing more and more and more fear, more stress to get yourself moving. And eventually, your body will rebel. Eventually, you'll have a revolt on your hands where the crew of your ship will say, no, I don't care, we don't care how hard you whip us, we're not moving. Am I describing something you've experienced before? Does this sound familiar? So what do we do? How do we fix this? Well, this coming Tuesday, that's Tuesday, November 1st at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be co-hosting a webinar called How to Kill the Procrastination Monster. And the promise of this webinar is that we're going to run you through a combination of education, hypnotic stories and metaphors. Yes, we will be using hypnosis, as well as strategic metaphors designed to change your beliefs at an unconscious level and literally uninstall the program of procrastination so that when it's over, you just won't be able to do it again. Basically, I want to brainwash you. Or more accurately, help you brainwash yourself to deal with the real root of the problem. In this webinar on Tuesday, I'm going to share with you the key insights that broke me out of my patterns. And honestly, these insights and techniques are the only things that have ever worked for me. I tried so many different things to solve this problem, and nothing ever really helped in the long run. Not until I learned how to deal with the monster. So if you've ever struggled with procrastination, if you'd like to be done with it, if you'd like to be able to say that procrastination is something you used to do, and if you'd like to learn how to kill the procrastination monster forever and for good, then click the link in the description below the video or go to radicalselfdiscipline.com/kill procrastination and register for the webinar. It's totally free. We're going to be sharing with you the best ideas and reframes we've ever come across to help you kill the monster. It's going to be awesome, hopefully mind-blowing, and definitely a ton of fun. Again, the webinar is this coming Tuesday. That's Tuesday, November 1st at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's totally free, and you can register by clicking the link below or by going to radicalselfdiscipline.com/kill procrastination. Lastly, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did, leave some comments below, and share the video with your friends or anyone you know who you think could use it if you know any procrastinators out there. And if you like this kind of video, you can even subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope to see you there on Tuesday, and as always, be radical.